hundreds of years. We have to do it. And can we get economy, which is his only issue? It's me. More organized. We are not going to cheat back. Then it's going to be cost. How much is it going to cost? And that's partially very, very far from central, and we don't insist on it. I'll give you the history. Lest you hold every person to account under the law, if you let the president be a lawless, corrupt, wicked man and go free, that is something that everybody will draw line from and understand what they're about. And if you look around the world, like I invested in the national for 30 years. Honestly, I have hardly ever had as much fun as I have had going around Iowa for the last 2 days.
And why is that?
Because you get a chance to hear from people what they care about. This is a state where people are very involved politically. I got a chance to make my case. Honestly, I have hardly ever had as much fun as I have had going around Iowa for the last 2 days.
And why is that?
Because you get a chance to hear from people what they care about. This is a state where people are very involved politically. I got a chance to make my case. And honestly, it is an exchange that I find remarkably fulfilling. You need to get 4 polls. We've gotten 3 of them. We're just waiting for more polls to be done so we can qualify.
And is there like a percentage?
You need to be 2% in either national polls or the early state polls. So literally we're just waiting for these polls to be done because we believe we're there. Well, I think I originally started the Need to Impeach campaign almost 2 years ago. And it's not about him, it's about the things he does. He's the most corrupt president in American history. He's a threat to the safety and health of every American, and he attacks the Constitution and the rule of law with his behavior on almost a daily basis. So I felt like it was important for the American people. We have more than 8.2 million people who've signed our petition to have their voice be heard, to hold to account any American, including the President of the United States. That's what the Constitution says, that's what I believe in, and that's what we've been trying to stick up for. I don't think there's any question but that this president has worked hard to create an atmosphere of hate in the United States, that he's vilified people based on race, national origin, and ethnicity, let alone gender and sexual orientation. And what happened in El Paso was that somebody, in an act of political violence and bigotry, went out of his way to murder 20 fellow Americans because he believed that they were going to vote in a way that he didn't approve of. That's exactly consistent with the kind of atmosphere that this president has literally been supporting and fostering since he came down the escalator at the Trump Tower to start his first race. So for him to go and claim somehow that he was going to heal this situation, when in fact he is a prime cause of that kind of atmosphere, the prime cause, to me what he did in the first place was very wrong, and he's in no position to play that role. No, this is democracy. You know, people will drop out. The American people get to have their say. It's still really early. Don't worry. This is just the way democracy's kind of messy. Things don't happen according to a controlled top-down way, and that's fantastic. American democracy, everyone looks at us and goes, you're loud, you're messy, you're vulgar. I say, yeah, we are, and that's great. I'd say stop worrying and start organizing. That this is going to be a question of what do Democrats do to make sure that we have a clear vision of a better America? What we're going to do to improve the lives of American citizens starting day one? And are we going to be organized to make sure that people hear that vision, understand how important it is to vote, and show up? Look, I've been doing that for 10 years. For 10 years, we've been organizing coalitions of normal Americans to take on unchecked corporate power, beating the corporations at their own game, and organizing people to be registered and show up at the polls, and doing it at historic levels. That's what I've done for 10 years. I know it's doable. I know we'll do it. I think I'm going to go talk to a few more groups of people like the one I just talked to here. And that's really what I'm here for, is to listen to what Iowans have to say, hear what they care about, and also to explain what I think is most important going forward for us to do together to build the kind of America we're proud of again. I am planning on attending the state fair, but let me say this. First of all, my aunt and uncle are from Iowa. I've been coming to Iowa since I was 2. We've been organizing in Iowa. We're on 40, an organization I founded is on 41 campuses in Iowa. This is not my first Iowa State Fair. I'm going to go there, I'm going to speak at the soapbox, but I'm also going to enjoy the animals, I'm going to enjoy the gigantic pumpkins, I'm going to enjoy the food, and I'm going to enjoy the fun. Iowans are incredibly politically involved and incredibly politically knowledgeable, and it is a treat to be here and meet them and talk to them.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time.